Can all my women in their 30s tell me what it's like to not have kids?
Women in their 30s are sharing exactly how it feels like, how life feels like when you don't have a child in your 30s. So a lady popped a question. I'm going to roll the clip for you all to watch at the end. And she posed a question that women in their 30s, how does it feel like to have a child? How does it feel like not to have a child? How is life like not having a child? Let me roll the clip for you all to watch at the end, and I'll be back to share my thoughts at the end of the video.
Okay. As a mom of two in her 30s, can all my women in their 30s tell me what it's like to not have kids? I just want to see something. Like, what is it like to not have kids in your 30s? Like, I feel like I thought I had the right age on when to have kids. Like, you know, now that I'm in my 30s, I feel like, okay, I have my two kids, but like I start thinking about what my kids are going to be like, what I'm going to be like when my kids are in high school, what my kids are going to be like when they're 18, 19, 20. Did I wait too late? Like, did I do it early? Did I do it late? Like, what would my life be like if I did not have kids until my 40s? Or what would life have been like if I had kids in my 20s and they're a little bit older and I'm in my 30s? Like, I've just always wanted to know, like, there really isn't a right age, right? Like women are having kids in their 40s and their 50s. I mean, I even see people having kids in their 60s. Like, is there really a right age?
Hey beautiful people, how you all doing today? It's your favorite girl again, Mara David, and I'm back again with another interesting video. Are you in your 30s or your 40s? How is life like without having a child? How does life feel different in a good way? Oh yes, of course, in a good way. Women are sharing how life feels like, what they're doing differently because they don't have any child to take care of. And yes, they are happy. Let me roll some videos for you all to watch. Interesting reactions on how life feels like in their 30s without children. Let me roll the clip for you all to watch the end, and I'll be back to share my thoughts at the end of the video.
Can all my women in their 30s tell me what it's like to not have kids? I just want to.
Well, first, I woke up at 12 in the afternoon today. Nobody bothered me. This is my breakfast. I made some hot tea and added that to it. That's the only thing messed up or dirty in my house besides my bed. That's also where I relaxed last night until 1 a.m. in the morning. This whole bag is filled with goodies I brought back from Germany for my nieces and nephews because I felt a kid itch and I need to go play with them to have some real life birth control. Today's my off day and the only thing that I have planned is to do whatever I want to do. My record collection costs the same amount of diapers for 1 year. I live in a loft with concrete floors. You can't do this with kids. I definitely wouldn't be able to have this right here out in the open with kids. And this too with all these glasses.
All my women in their 30s tell me what it's like to not have kids.
I get to spend my adult money on things like these. Arguably much better than kids. They do spit on me sometimes. I do have to deal with spit up still, but it's arguably better than human spit up. So yeah, my money gets spent on what I want. I am incredibly selfish, and I love these guys. And I also have actually a lot more free time than I would having children, even though my life revolves around these floof balls. Yeah.
In her 30s, can all my women in their 30s tell me what it's like to not have kids?
Today is my day off, so naturally, I'm just relaxing. Nothing was pressing, so I am not leaving my house today because why? Closest thing to mom life is her and all my plant babies. I usually get up early because I have pet sitting, but I had the option to go back to sleep today afterwards. And then I went to the gym, and then I came back. I did a deep wash on my hair, and I made myself some miso soup. I live in a small space, but it's a cozy space, and I don't need to work or do anything strenuously crazy right now because I don't have any real responsibilities outside of myself, my car, and my fiance. On my downtime, I work on my garden, and I have actually a little tomato coming in here. When I do think about having kids, I just go visit my brother because he has 4, and that's enough for me.
Can all my women in their 30s tell me what it's like to not have kids? I just...
So I just got back from a 3-day trip to Paris, and everything in my home is exactly where I left it. I do notice that I have no flowers, so I'm about to run back out after I wash my face and take a shower and get me some fresh roses. And then I have to repack because I have another 3-day trip to Milan. So that's what it's like.
All my women in their 30s tell me what it's like to not have kids.
Well, I picked up and moved to Houston, Texas in less than 30 days because I didn't want to live in my city anymore. I found a nice 2-bedroom apartment and I used one of the bedrooms for my spiritual room. And today I woke up at around like 8, but then I woke up because my grandma called me. So then I decided to go back to sleep and then wake up to 3 p.m. And then when I woke up at 3 p.m., I went and got me some lunch and then came home to do absolutely nothing besides some laundry and a spiritual class. And then yesterday I decided that I wanted to get a new piercing and take out an old one. So I went to go get it. And I just basically do whatever I want, when I want, however I want. Sometimes it gets a little lonely, but overall, I just go wherever the wind blows.
Can all my women in their 30s tell me what it's like to not have kids?
As someone in her 30s with no kids, this is how I spend my Saturday. I just got home from a little shopping spree that I had. Now I'm having a glass of wine and about to watch a movie. But do you guys hear that? That's the sound of having no kids. Straight quiet. I literally will go to bed and wake up whenever I want to. And every time I clean, the next day I will wake up, the house will still be clean. But don't get me wrong. I love kids. My nieces and nephew are my world. I will be there for them till the end of it. And if it's meant for me to have a kid one day, I will be so honored and blessed. But as of right now, I'm just enjoying life, just being able to do whatever I want. And my friends call me, said, hey, let's have lunch together. I could just get up and go. If I want to go visit my friends out of state, I could just get up and go. But just know, everybody's life journey is different. It's just my life right now. It's just being able to enjoy life to the fullest. Like I said, I love my nieces and nephew to death. They know I'm the auntie that will be there for them till the end of time. And best believe, when Christmas and birthday come around, they're sending me what they want. Because since I'm the auntie with no kids, they think I'm the auntie with money. I'm gonna come through for them. But as of right now, I'm just enjoying life for what it is. Life is different for everyone, whether you have a kid or not. And I know everybody's going to say, your time is ticking. When are you going to have a child? Every woman is different. I don't know your story. You don't know mine. And I'd rather not talk about it. But other than that, I'm just literally enjoying life with my fiance.
Her 30s. Can all my women in their 30s tell me what it's like to not have kids?
Hey girl, for dinner last night I had popcorn and wine while I Netflix and chilled. I woke up at 10 a.m., got dressed, had some leftover pasta for breakfast, went out, did my errands, dropped off my clothes to the dry cleaners, and now I am back at home and I am meal prepping. I'm making myself baked ziti for the week, baked chicken, and a garlic and herb sauce for my salmon. I live by myself. I commute to work. And that is my weekend for this weekend, only because it's a monsoon outside. It is raining and pouring. I just came back. I honestly wish I didn't step outside. But I can tell you next weekend I'm joining my friend and her baby, who she's in her 30s. So I'm going to have brunch with her and her baby. And in between, I take myself out on dates. I create content for this page and my other page, because not only am I a clinical director for a mental health counseling program here in New York City, I also have a background in the pastry. Also, I'm a pastry chef, and I have my own business, and I have my products that's on Amazon. So that's something else that I am, taking care of and attempting to grow. But that's it in a nutshell. Try to go away on vacation every year. If I don't get to go every year, I go every 2 years. I'll do a staycation in between and whatnot. And a lot of people can say, oh, I know the heat I'm going to get on this video. Oh, you're lonely, you're this and that. I have helped raise 8 nieces and nephews. 8 nieces and nephews. I'm good. And I was a foster parent for premature babies who were born addicted to crack cocaine. So I'm good, girl. We're good out here in these streets.
You know, when you tell people you don't want to have kids, you're not ready, or you don't even want to have at all, the first thing they tell you, oh, you're going to be lonely, you're going to be bored. So what are you going to be doing with your life? As if as a woman, the only thing you're supposed to do as a woman is just be giving birth. So if you decide not to have that children, or you decide not to give birth, then your life is going to be boring. It's not going to be meaningful. There's nothing else to do. At least you can see these beautiful women enjoying themselves. They have activities going on in their lives. They are happy. And that's how it's supposed to be. If you choose not to have kids, if you choose to have kids, it's your choice. And if you decide not to have kids, there are other things to do. And you see some people that choose to have kids, if you choose a particular line that, okay, yes, I want to have kids, and you're seeing people that decide not to have kids, they have other things important they do with their life that you might not get to do. You see, the one that the lady was like, she just got back from a trip, her house is clean. If you have children, your house, you can't. It's not possible. And now she's getting ready to pack again to go to another 3 days trip. You have kids, you can't. You can't. You have to think, calculate, look for who's going to stay with the kids. You have to, you can't even be going on and on and off and on and like that because you have kids to take care of. You can eat whatever you want to eat. There's silence. There's silence. Sometimes you just want to come back from work and relax, but the noise everywhere, children making so much noise, you might not want that. So that silence alone, some people, it's just that peace of mind they want. And that is just so beautiful to watch. Are you in your 30s, your 40s, you don't have kids? How is life like? Let us know about it down in the comment section. And thank you all so much for sticking around to this point. I hope you enjoyed this one. Don't forget to like and share and subscribe, and kindly turn on the post notification bell so you can get notified once I upload another interesting video like this one. And of course, I'll see you all in my next one. Bye.